Most people create shorts for virality, but most shorts don't actually go viral. 99% of all shorts ever created will never go viral, right? But here's the thing. With this new format of shorts, the game is not volume of shorts being published. It is more about the efficiency of each single reel or motion graphic and AI voiceover that you create. A few months ago, I got approached by someone who runs a content agency, right? But they're not running a typical, hey, I'm gonna come in, give me footage, and then I'm gonna edit it, I'm gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna add captions, and then I'm gonna add these hooks and these scroll stoppers so that you can have good engagement on your, or even go viral on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Shorts, right? Instead, they were like, hey, Serge, what if it was possible for you to not be needed in creating content? And I was like, huh. Okay, let's see. I took a little budget, I throw some money at him, and he came back to me with something pretty exciting, right? He came back with a motion graphic, 60-second reel with an AI voiceover of my voice. So what he essentially did is he didn't need anything from me other than he audited what were the things we wanted to talk about, what were the promo that we were doing at that time. And he wrote a script, created the motion graphics. I don't even know if you call them motion graphics or animations, but he created that visual part of the content. He essentially took a lot of my content on YouTube, put it in 11 labs and created an AI agent or an AI voiceover using my voice. And we posted it on my Instagram. That one single reel, guys, generated so much engagement. We had 300 people save the post, okay? We had hundreds of comments and we had almost over 1,000 likes. And I'm actually gonna get the team to play it right now.
$2K per month offer for my appointment setting agency to making $8 million in the last 24 months. Since then, I have helped hundreds of people transform their commoditized service offers.
Why am I talking about this simple framework of creating content? Before I try to talk about why, let me talk about why the traditional way of creating and editing reels and posting short form content doesn't necessarily work. One, we have the first obstacle, which is most of your clients are running businesses. They do not have time to sit down and shoot a 60-second reel. It is one of the most uncomfortable format to shoot content for. You can literally pay me $10,000, $15,000 a month, and I still wouldn't make time to sit down and do 30-second, 60-second reels because I'm not used to creating content in 60-second format. It's really uncomfortable, right? It's tedious, it requires a lot of brain power. That's one. And this problem makes it so that you never end up getting the best content from your clients. We all know, if you guys are in the content space, we know that the biggest bottleneck is not editing, it's not distribution, it is getting content from your clients. That is one of the greatest obstacles that keep most agency owners have with a high churn, because if I don't give you the content for you to edit and distribute, I'm not actually gonna be like, oh, it's my fault, I'm gonna blame myself. No, I'm just gonna stop paying you every month. Because why would I keep paying you a retainer every month if your productivity isn't where it needs to be? And regardless if it's because of me, I don't really care. I'm gonna wanna save my money. An important insight that I wanna share with you guys, which essentially goes over with the why I think this is an interesting offer to create, is because right now we're running these type of animation motion graphic ads as ads, and they're getting the best lead cost compared to any other ads that I'm creating myself. Now check this out. You're telling me that this type of content or ad, reel, short, whatever you wanna call it, is getting me the best engagement, getting me the best cost per lead, and on top of that, I did not spend a single second as a multiple seven-figure business owner who's busy, who gotta go deal with a lot of problems every single day. That is the most beautiful thing. That is the most beautiful offer that you can give to someone like me who has a shit ton of money sitting there in the bank. So now, why am I coming to you guys? I essentially think if any short form content agency owner or content creative person, you make your money because you take content, you edit it, and you distribute it, and you create engagement for people, and you get them to grow their following. I want you to do this. I want you to go master this format. I want you to get used to leveraging AI to not need your client into the distribution, into the creation of content. If you can remove the CEO from being needed in the content creation, that is probably one of the greatest value proposition that has ever existed in the world of content. Content is annoying. Content is one of those things that you cannot cheat, because you generally gotta have things to talk about. That's one. And two, you gotta be comfortable with being judged, okay? Some people are ugly, not everybody looks good. Third, not everyone is charismatic. Not everyone is worthy of people's attention, okay? So you can remove all these bottlenecks, all these obstacles in content creation and tell them, hey, you will never have to deal with all these issues because we won't even need you in the content. Now, we know that the biggest threat to agency owners in the content space is being commoditized. So just being another motion graphic editor or someone who uses even 11 labs to create voices or AI agents that have the same voice as the client, that's commodity. So understanding that I'm not actually trying to get you guys to do the work, I'm actually trying to get you guys to do something even better. I want you guys to be leveraged in the application of this insight, this trend that I'm about to essentially share with you guys. I want you guys to go learn how to create motion graphics. I want you guys to go learn how to use 11 Labs or other voiceover AI tools, and then learn the process. The next thing I want you to do is, I want you to go find editors or AI specialists who can do this work. And then I don't want you to charge every month for this service. Instead, I want you to do the following. I want you to go to companies and say, hey, I'll build and release a content department that does not need you to create content, whether that be for your organic following or for your ads. And by the way, these type of content or these type of ads I'll create, they'll perform better than your current content and ads that you're creating yourself, which is taking you a lot of time. It's taking you a lot of energy, okay? So what if we got you to get better content that performs better without even needing your time? But I'm gonna build the team and release them into your company. I'm gonna get someone who can do motion graphics, and I'm gonna get the AI tools needed to essentially not be needed for your voice essentially, okay? I want you guys to go and sell it for $8,000 to $15,000. Someone watching this, if you're actually a genius, you'll launch an ad, you can create the same reel for your own offer and use this as an ad and say, hey, whatever niche you decide to pick, you can go after SaaS, you can go after agency owners, you can go after coaches and consultants, you can go after infopreneurs, you can go after local businesses, you can go after anyone. Use the same format that you want to sell them and tell them that, hey, this works better for your niche as ads, and we can build a department into your company, affordable talent, right? You want to use third world country talent because you don't want to get someone in that you pay $5,000 per month for this, okay? There are limits to value, okay? You find VAs from the Philippines, from Pakistan, from, pick any third world country, just train them on the process and go build and release them into companies. Now, most people will be like, oh, but even if I get paid $10K, $15K upfront to do this, how do I create a recurring revenue? Well, here is where it becomes exciting. Your business model is not going to be based on creating the actual content or these motion graphics and the AI voiceovers. The real business is the following. You're going to collect the data on the best performing asset teams that you've built into these companies are creating. So you're going to create a weekly cadence at collecting data. You're going to collect the number of likes, lead flow, comments, all the engagement metrics. If you are also really good at sales process, or if you ever learn from us, then you'll become good at turning these leads into appointments and then helping them convert these appointments into deals. And then you want to collect all that data. And then on a weekly basis or even on a monthly basis, you want to go back to that portfolio of companies that you've built and released these infrastructures, these content engines and these content infrastructures into their business. And you want to be like, hey guys, every single month, I'm going to be laying out the plan for the next month type of content. Okay? So you're going to ideate and sell strategy as your recurring revenue model. That's how you're going to monetize in order to get recurring income for your business. But here is why this model is even more exciting. It's because ideas is the most leveraged way of servicing people. which means that it's infinitely scalable, because the plan that you lay out based on data for this business is also valuable for the other business. It is also valuable for the other business. It is also valuable for the other business. So each business is going to be willing, at least that's my bet. They're going to be willing to pay you every month $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month for you to just lay out the ideas and the strategy and the execution for the teams that you built in their company. So you can almost think of the retention model as being a creative manager. You're just literally giving ideas and focus for the teams that you built. I believe that if you're a content agency owner and you're still just taking content from people and editing it up and chopping it up and just like releasing and just selling that for $1,500 a month or $2,000 a month, like, we both know most of these guys will eventually leave. And even if they don't leave, you can't handle 100 clients a month to make what, $200,000 a month, right? But you could place 2 VAs who can do the motion graphics, or even 1 VA to do motion graphics into each company, or maybe 2 people. 2 people would probably be best. And I think that in order for you guys to not be as commoditized, the best thing to do is to also solve their sales process and some of the sales systems. I know some people are dialing in a social funnel and then using ManyChat so that they can get engagement, and from that engagement, people are offered to book a call. Like that could be a full-blown infrastructure. So the motion graphic and the AI voiceover is one mechanism, part of the whole infrastructure. The second one is a social funnel, and then which comes with ManyChat and the appointment setting workflow. And then the back end is maybe you can even consult them on how to create better packages and all that good stuff. The reason why I wanted to talk about it is because I'd love to get more people trying this out. Go out there, test it out, and come back to me on Instagram and message me and tell me what has been your experience within the marketplace. Once you guys tell me that people are buying this, then I'm gonna get my guy to dial in the protocol and even show you guys how we're actually going about converting and generating 100+ appointments every single week through this method, so that we can actually create a better process and a better infrastructure, and then we can give it back to you guys so you can actually go sell it for even more money, right? And the other thing is that if you guys ever kind of like come with us and we can work together, we can actually be the team that sources the talent needed to be placed in the companies. Guys, go test it out. Go test this strategy, this insight that I have, and go see if you can make some money. If you can make some money, come back to me, let me know what you learned, and I can work with you further so we can actually scale this to, I think we can scale this to 100K per month. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm still paying for this thing. Instead of me creating ads, I'd rather pay $1,000 and get this asset built, because then it's $1,000, but I can make $1,000 a lot faster than I can make an ad, or well, not as fast, but to sit down and come up with ads and this and that every week, it's pretty annoying. I'm lazy. I think this is probably one of the greatest things that you can do, is because I'm thinking through the frame of how I'm viewing this type of mechanism. And it's been really a game changer for me. So I think other businesses owners would value it. Now, I'm not going to become a content agency owner. So I would like if you guys can test it out on my behalf. If you make money, good. If you don't, you know, you don't lose anything. That's it for today. Bye-bye.